Pets Christmas Furballs is one of the most pointless films that I've ever seen. Even when we have really bad films, I can usually at least see what they were trying to achieve, what they hoped to deliver. But with this, it just seems pointless. And it's not even pointless, but it's a cash grab because it doesn't have wide appeal. In fact, there are no ratings for this at all on IMDb, which is very unusual. So I just don't understand why there was any time or effort put into this because it's not serving any purpose. This was released in 2020. It's directed by Neil Holloway. It's written by BC14, and we have a voice cast including Simon Hill, Kelsey Painter, and KG Schrock. And the benefits, credit where it's due. The animation style is okay. It's not the best, but it's okay. And the voice acting is absolutely fine. Other than that, it doesn't really have a lot to offer. We have these three characters who I believe are in another film, a non-Christmas film. I haven't seen it to my recollection, but I don't think it would make any difference. We have a cat, a dog, and a bird, and they're just sitting around and talking. And that's basically it for the bulk of the whole film. Just the cat, the bird, and the dog sitting on a sofa, talking to each other about nothing interesting at all. And yes, the animation itself is okay, but when you're looking at the exact same thing for about an hour, what's the point? It's not engaging. They're not talking about anything interesting. It serves no purpose. And then very occasionally, and this is where I thought things were going to be good, but then it ended up just being completely pointless. Occasionally, they'll look at the television set in front of them, and then on screen for a couple of seconds, we'll see a few live-action clips of animals looking very festive. And yes, they're very cute. And I thought, okay, this is where we'll get maybe some education, or we'll have little stories. For example, there are a lot of children's TV shows where characters in the show will watch an educational tape. And I thought that's kind of the thing they were going for. We'd have some education in these live action tapes that the animation characters are watching. No, not at all. It is literally just a couple of seconds of festive live action animals. And then we're back to the boring animation part of the story. I genuinely came away from this feeling like people had wasted their time. And I don't really often feel that about films because, as I said, even if it's a bad experience, even if it's very poorly executed, somebody clearly still had a point. They still had a purpose. They set out to tell a particular story or bring a certain character to life. Even if it's not done well, I can understand their motivations. I don't understand the motivations here because it has nothing to offer. And again, it's not a cash grab because clearly there isn't a wide audience. It doesn't have a single rating on IMDb. So I don't understand why any time or effort was put into this. And I use the word effort lightly. Pets Christmas Furballs is not a good film. It maybe had potential, but again, I'm not really sure what they were trying to do. So I don't know what that potential could have been. I guess the potential would have been the opportunity for some good education with the clips that they were showing. But it didn't work. It's not a good film. Needless to say, it's completely pointless and I don't recommend it.